everyone. Welcome back to That's It with Cheryl. So, I want to talk to you the secret of loving yourself. And for me, it took me a long time to love myself. And I'm going to give you tips and secrets how you can love yourself more and be acceptance and not care what people think, how you look or how you should look, and just be acceptance of yourself. And for me growing up, it was not easy. It was not easy. I was never popular. I never got like the boys. I never went to, I want to say never, but I never had like a date in prom and all that stuff like that. Basically in high school, I was like a tomboy. Tomboy, baggy jeans, shirts, sneakers. You know, no boys didn't come up to me compared to my sister. My sister was the more, I would say, more popular. You know, she was a little lighter skinned than me. And, you know, she was very beautiful, still beautiful now. And more guys were engaging in her than me. And then leaving high school, going to college, the same thing. I was not very popular. I kept to myself, unless I know friends of mine from middle school, high school, and college. But it took, for me, I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be one of those people that attracted guys. You know what I mean? Like I was not watching, but seeing stuff on magazines, seeing Jennifer Lopez, Kim Kardashian. Back in the days, you know, butts were in, men were into butts in those times, and I wanted those type of butts. I wanted to be curvy, and God didn't bless me curvy. He really didn't. And I just wanted to fit in to the point that I was wearing sexier clothes, putting a little bit heavy makeup, having my hair a certain way just to fit in. And can I tell you, it worked. It worked. Once I stopped dressing like a tomboy and dressing a little bit more feminine and more sexier, it worked. I got not popular, but more men started to notice, you know what I mean? More men started to engage in me and try to talk to me and try to get my number and go on dates and stuff like that. So I'm like, man, okay, maybe this is working. Maybe this is working. If I just try to be like one of those people on TV or social media and stuff like that, maybe I can get some guys and be popular. And can I tell you, half the time it did not even work. It didn't, because I was just kept pretending to be someone I wasn't. And it can be so exhausting, you know what I mean? Wearing, butt jeans, butt panties. It was just a lot. It was just exhausting to be a certain type of look or be a certain type of person just to fit someone else's narrative. And don't get me wrong, these guys that I dated, they didn't tell me to be or tell me to dress this certain type of way or to be this type of person. I wanted to do that. That was my own personal choice and decision, because that's what society was. You know, you have to look good, you have to be pretty, you have to be a certain type of body type, to engage, particular men so they can like you and take you on dates and stuff like that. And that's what happened to me. I engaged in the outside world and all these influencers and all this stuff just to fit that narrative. And then, years passed by, getting older, I kept doing it. You know what I mean? I just didn't love myself that enough. I really didn't. I just loved the fact of being this person that would fit that person's narrative, and to be, perfect when no one's not perfect. Everyone comes in different shapes and sizes. God made us all different, curvy, sporty, thin, short, fat, not fat. Let me rephrase that. Overweight, because I don't like the word fat, because I just feel like, ugh. So what I'm saying is God made us in different shapes and sizes, period. And it took me a long time. It took me a long time to love myself. And the first step that I did is loving myself. That's number one. The second step is to be acceptance of my body that God gave me. Obviously I'm not going to have the big butt like J-Lo and Jennifer Lopez and Kim Kardashian and among other people. I'm not going to have big boobs, like, you know what I mean, or big lips, or the hair, or the skin type of my skin. I'm not going to be lighter. This is what God made me, and what God made me, this is what I have to embrace. So that's what you have to do. You have to embrace in that. The third thing, loving yourself and being acceptance of yourself. And Stop pretending to be someone that you're not. Stop pretending to be one of those influencers that you see on social media or in the magazines or on reality TV. All of it at the end of the day is glitz and glam. It's just glitz and glam. Once that camera is shut off and no makeup, everyone is regular, just like you and I, wearing pajamas and t-shirts and taking care of their households, their children, and their everyday lives. All that is just a fantasy. It's just all makeup. And it took me a long time to realize that, because I thought their life was perfect. You know what I mean? They had, the makeup, they had the clothes, they had all of this. And it took me a long, long time, you guys, to figure that out, that it's not really true. It's just all dress up. It's just all dress up. And in my 30s, then I realized, you know what? This is not who I am. This is this is what I'm doing to attract men. And in reality, do they love me for me? Do they like me for me? Or do they just like how I look and how I dress? And it took me a long time to figure that out. And then I just put a stop to it. Like, I'm not going to be someone that I'm not and try to dress a certain type of way just to get someone to like me and find me attractive. If you don't like who I am or my personality, then you're not for me. And that's what I'm saying to you guys. Like, be yourself. Be your authentic self. And if that person don't like you for your authentic self and who you are and your body shape and everything, then they're not for you. And it's just too hard to pretend, to be honest with you. And that's what I did. I pretended for a very, very long time to be someone that I'm not. For a man to find me attractive, for a man to like me, for me to be sexy and provocative and dress a certain type of way, just to have curves and have big boobs and all these full of makeup and stuff like that. No. And I'm saying that you shouldn't do that either. You should just be your authentic self and then just dress how you want to dress, that makes you feel comfortable in your own skin, and just be you. Just be you, and just walk in a room with confidence and grace and say, you know what, you got this. You got this. And that's what I did. And it took me a long time. And now, once I did that and started dating, I didn't really give a damn. You know what I mean? If you don't like me for me, if you don't like the way I dress and the way I know, then you're not for me. Bye. On to the next, because there's other men out there that will love you for you and accept you for who you are, not because of someone that you're trying to be or pretending to be, because it doesn't work. It really doesn't. If you try to pretend and be this person that you are, it can work so much, but after that, it's just going to backfire. Trust me. I've done it. And it backfired on me. And then that particular relationship did not work. It did not work. So why do all that? Why work so hard to be someone that you're not when you can just actually just be yourself? And it's just so much better. I can tell you, it's just so exhausting. It is. It's so exhausting to pretend and to do this and then do that. And it doesn't work out at the end. So what I'm saying at the end of the day is to accept yourself. 1, 2, to love yourself. 3, to embrace what God has made you and created you. Everyone comes in different shapes and sizes. Everyone is not the same, because if we were all the same, it'd be a scary world out there. And number 4, just to embrace what God gave you, and then just walk in the room like you're a runway model. Like, no one can stop you. Okay? Because that's what I do. And I feel so much happier and blessed just accepting for me and accepting who I am and loving me and putting me first. That's the most important thing. Loving yourself and putting yourself first and accepting for who you are and what you have to bring to the table. And just loving yourself first before you can love anyone else. That's the most important thing. You cannot love anyone else or have a relationship if you don't love yourself, if you're not confident within yourself and with your own body. And again, it took me a long time to be confident in my body and the stuff that I put on my body, and just to embrace it. Just to embrace it. And now I'm just like cloud 9 now, because I accept who I am. I accept what God gave me, and I'm not perfect, and that's it. And that's what my husband married me for me, and he accepted me for all the flaws that I have, and I'm grateful and thankful for that. And just imagine if I would have married all these guys that I dated, and they wouldn't accept me for me. They expect me to be like this blow up doll and be sexy all the time and everything, and that just wouldn't be me. I would have been miserable. But with my husband, he accepts me with all flaws and all, and he loves me for me. And that's what you want. You don't want, someone just to love you for your looks and how, yeah, for your looks. You want someone to love you for you and accept you for everything that God has created for you. So with that being said, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Please comment and let me know your thoughts into this video. I really would hear what you guys have to say. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching That's It with Cheryl. And remember, loving yourself is so much important. Don't listen to the white noise. Don't listen to anyone and what they have to say. Just love yourself and put yourself first, and everything will be okay. And whoever you're with, they will love you for you. That's it. And I see you guys next time. Bye.